Hello everybody, welcome to Mind Your Money. I appreciate you coming back to the channel. Thank you so much, MVPs, for your support. I appreciate you very, very much. If you're here for the first time, my name is Tasha and I am a wife, a mother, and we started this channel as a way to document our journey to debt freedom, financial independence while building generational wealth. So that is the end goal for us. And we are going to be doing our Dave Ramsey inspired zero-based budget today. I am going to be using, let me see, what is this? This is a Uniball pen in blue to mark out what our actuals are if we're over in any area, and we are going to be paying a little more towards debt today. So I'm going to be using this red Uniball pen in case y'all are interested, because I really like these pens. All right, you guys, and we're going to complete 2 paychecks today. So I'm going to do a review for our W-2 income and then also paycheck review for our side hustle income right after this one. So please stay tuned. And I have good news. I'm going to announce 2 winners of the giveaway, the flash giveaway that I announced in my January budget setup video. So if anybody missed that, don't miss this one, because I'm going to announce who the winners are and how you can get your prizes. So stay tuned. All right. So our salary for this week was $673. That's what we budgeted for, and that's exactly what came in. And I always do a pre-plan on these sheets here, these half sheets. They're mini half sheets. So I have all of my notes on the side. Now, $673 is the total of our regular income. Our tithe is as planned at $81. And our rent, we put aside every single week. That's $300. Before I learned budgeting back in late 2019, I was waiting until the end of the month to try to use our paychecks to pay the rent. And that was really difficult and stressful. So each week we put aside $300 so we can pay the rent in full the next month. And we're already a month ahead. And it took a whole year, but we finally got there. So food for this week. In case you haven't seen my January budget setup, I have a list of what we were going to purchase for food, plus our meal plan for the week. So our plan for food was, our budget was $39. And then I had some extras that I needed to pick up. And this is the complete list right here. So when I walk through the store, I write down the actuals as I'm going through and picking up products or items or food items. This is the receipt. I did go on the 30th, and everything that I needed to buy, plus a couple of extras. I also got $2 off of the grocery bill because I'm using the store's discount. And I got like 20 cents back from Ibotta because I purchased milk. And then if you submit any receipt, they give you 10 cents cash back. So this worked out well. So we were under food for the first week of January, which is good. I don't know if it will be under next week. So for food, we were at $57. Oops, I wrote it in red. Not because we were not under budget. And I'm only going to use the red if we were over budget. So $57.48 is what we spent for food this week. Okay, so $20 is what we are putting aside towards the state license renewal. And that's my professional recertification sinking fund. $20 going towards the vehicle insurance sinking fund so that we can pay that in full. And the sinking fund total is still $40. Okay. And then moving down, I hope you're in frame. There we go. Moving down to the 52-week challenge. Our 52-week challenge is $21 per week. So that's going to be fixed. Okay. So $21 is going into that savings account because we don't use cash envelopes. All of our savings, our sinking funds, even our envelopes are digital. So they're in actual savings accounts, you guys. All right. Then we have to go back now towards the student debt. Because we were under in food, we're going to reallocate the difference between what we planned and what we actually spent for groceries towards the student loan debt. So we started with $673 minus our tithe, which was $81, minus the rent contribution of $300, minus $57.48 for food. Then we have to move over here to our sinking funds, which is $40 allocated this week. And then moving a little bit down towards this 52-week challenge, $21. So we have $173.52 remaining. We're going to throw that to the student debt. And we were over budget, but that's a good thing because it's our student loans. And that student loan payment is going to be down before we know it, especially if we get our stimulus, because we haven't been stimulated yet. But as soon as we are, a good portion is still going towards debt because my husband and I talked about it. And as much as we need to save, and we are saving money, we are also going to pay down this debt as much as possible. All right, so now let's figure out the rest of this. Now this is I'm still new at using the Budget by Paycheck workbook. So it seems like I'm pausing a little bit. It's because I want to make sure I don't mess up where I need to be accurate, because this is new to me. So let's add up our actuals. $81 plus $300 plus $57.48 will be spent for food, plus $173.52. So that's $612 still. Still making sure, because and then that means we'll still have $61 left over. We're not stuffing anything into our envelopes right now, so we still have $61 left over. There's no allocation for envelopes, and we have $61 left over. So now we move over to the sinking funds. We've already allocated these. What we have left is still $21. Okay. And then nothing towards extra debt. 52-week challenge, $21. And then now we have a zero-based budget. These sinking funds are still savings, you guys, even though they're short-term savings. So, you know, down the line, we are going to use the money that's in here. But because our sinking funds are actual savings accounts, when we go to reconcile, let's say at the end of every quarter or at the end of the year, we want to be able to see that we've reached our goal, and then plus we've received some compound interest. So I know interest is not as high as it used to be before the pandemic, even before 2008. I remember when these same savings accounts that we have with Capital One, we're at like 4%, but we still get a little something. So we're going to reconcile these probably every quarter and see how we're doing with our savings. And also, in case you guys didn't know, I'm also going to be participating in the Zero Out Challenge. Now, this is a challenge that was started by Rochelle Adamson from Rochelle Adamson Budgets. So if you haven't seen her channel before, if you don't know who she is, where have you been? Please check her out. I'll put her channel link in the cards, and then also in the description box of this video. So if you want to participate in the Zero Out Challenge, go and check out her recent video, and it explains in detail what the Zero Out Challenge is. It's basically looking at your checking account, maybe let's say every week. I'm going to be doing it every Friday, seeing what is in there. So if you have a balance, let's say of $427.18, you want to bring that to a whole number, to a whole. So I would just take out the $7.18 and bring my balance to an even $420. And that money will go towards two things. We're going to put it into a savings bucket. We're going to save to pay our Costco membership in full in October. And shout out to the Single Mom Unguided Life. Sorry, D. She had a 4-part series of her emergency fund, and she reminded me that when you have those memberships, they're annual. Sometimes you forget, and I did forget. So the Zero Out Challenge money is going to go towards that, as well as into our emergency fund. So we should be able to split it, and I'm going to be doing that every single week. So the money is not coming from our budget, okay? Whatever is in our account, we're going to bring it down to a whole number, if that makes sense. And we're going to throw that into the savings. All right. As well as the 52-week challenge. So we're actually doing we have 3 ways of savings, or 4 ways of savings: our sinking funds, the 52-week challenge, the zero out challenge, and we are still saving that automatic $5 every week going into our emergency fund. So that is what's up. And if you're here for the first time and you're trying to get acclimated with how I do my budget, we only budget for the lowest amount of income we expect to receive. So our entire income is not showed here. We're only using the least amount because 1, we're on a debt-free journey. 2, we're on a journey to financial freedom. So we want to be able to live beneath our means. So we're getting rid of debt while we're saving a little bit on the side for things that are very important, like paying our insurance in full, and also professional recertifications like this one. And we want to make sure that we're putting a little money aside that can be used as a major snowball towards our student debt, or we can beef up our emergency fund. So that's how we're doing it right now. It is really, really a tight budget, but we're working as best we can to use this to get ourselves to the place where we want to be. All right, now I want to flip to the next page and see what is here. This would be our cash envelope breakdown. And again, ours are cashless or digital. So we're not using this right now. My money thoughts for this week is still my money affirmation for the month of January, which is money is attracted to me. We'll definitely pay off 827. Depending on if we receive our stimulus, we will be paying off 828 as well, because our priority is debt freedom. Okay, so we are finished with the paycheck for January. We finalized everything. I've shown you guys what we're going to be doing for our savings challenges. And now I'm going to move into the Beyond the Budget workbook, because we're gonna reconcile our side hustle income right now. Okay. So this is the Beyond the Budget workbook that I purchased from Nicole at Frugal Chic Life. We are going to do the budget. So let me move right into it. Now, I have received a little more than what we actually planned for. So let's go through that now. And I always do a pre-plan, you guys. So I use this notebook to do my pre-planning. Okay. So our actual commissions was $300. So that was above what we had planned. Okay. And then my income from Tasha Loves Life was $131.26. So that was over, which is still not a bad thing. So I'm going to use my calculator to add up the 131.26 plus the 300, which is 431.26. Okay, and we're going to change the expenses that we're allocating this month or this paycheck. So our tithe is going to be $43.12, and we're going to use the actual 10% this time. So $43.12. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I've decided to try out Lynn Richardson's 10-10-30-50 rule for budgeting. This income fluctuates, is variable. So we're going to use the 10-10-30-50 every single time. So $43.12 is the 10% for our tithe. All right. I'm not going to pay the GoDaddy site at this time. It's still going to come off of the credit card. So when the credit card is due, I'm going to pay it from my business savings. So this is $0. Okay. And our savings is going to be $43.12. And that's going to go towards sinking funds. And I'll show you how we're going to break that down. All right. Then we have, what do we have? And we were under budget, but it's changing. Okay. So then we're going to pay ourselves. So my Discover Cashback Rewards card, it's a debit card. Because it's designated as a spending account for everything regarding the blog and also coming soon, my YouTube channel. So I'm going to put Discover here because this was not initially in budget. So Discover is going to get $129.37. All right, and then the last thing is bills. 50% based on Lynn Richardson's 10-10-30-50 rule. 50% is going to bills, which in this case is going to be our debt. So my student loan is going to get a payment, and this is going to be towards loan 827. Okay, and it doesn't have an actual due date because it's on forbearance right now. We didn't budget for it, and the actual payment is going to be $215.63. So now I'm going to do a calculation to make sure everything I did was accurate. So $215.63. I'm off somewhere by 2 cents. So we're gonna make this 65, which is why I keep my Tombow whiteout right there. So that's not as pretty as I would like it to look, but these things happen. Okay, so 65. So $215.65 is what we're going to put towards loan 827. I don't think that's too bad. There we go. We have a zero-based budget. Even though the percentages are different, we still have a zero-based budget. So coming down here, our actual totals is $431.26, and that is a zero-based budget for our side hustle income. I want to make sure I give a big thank you to a couple special people. D from Single Mom Unguided Life with D and Mo from Better Late Than Broke. You guys won the giveaway. All right, I'm so excited. So there are two options for you. I'm going to send you $10. Now I want you to either comment on the video or you can DM me privately on my Instagram. So my Instagram handle is going to show up on the screen. If you want the $10 via Cash App or you want $10 on an Amazon gift card. So you can either send me your Cash App handle or send me your email address and I'll send it to you. So that's it, you guys. Thank you so much for helping me reach 300 subscribers. We went over and above that. The last time I checked, we had 347 subscribers. I really appreciate you guys. You are the real MVP. Thank you for watching the videos. Thank you for staying tuned until the end. And I hope that you remember to mind your money, manage it well, and live your lives to the fullest. Happy New Year. Bye, guys.